segment is retreating from below. So you take your hand like this and adduct your thumb. And if you bring it underneath you a little bit, you can make a meaty part happen in your thenar area. That's your fulcrum. So you just flex a little, okay, you'll get those intrinsics kicking up, and that'll create a nice meaty spot for this fulcrum. Then you place your thenar area on that spot. If you look at your hand from the side, look at what area sort of sits up the most. That's the area you want to be on the spinous process. Okay, so let's say I'm on T6. Essentially what I'm going to be doing, I'll show you from the side, is I'm going to be flexing them up and manipulating so it's gapping T5, 6. It's a gapping technique, and keeping everything down against the back below it, and then when I do a force this way, from anterior to posterior, it's causing gapping to the segment that I'm not on, the one above it. Okay. So, take your hand, smack their back. Okay. You have them clasp their hands around their neck, or cross their arms across their shoulders. Now, this is probably the preferred way. Okay, like this, like that. Okay. And then I'm on the right side. I roll them over. My forearm is on their elbows. I can guide the flexion so that I'm flexing them up to where I'm feeling as much pressure as I can engage into my own hand. So I'm trying to get all this person here force right here. And so if you get them isolated right there by flexing them up, you'll feel that there's a lot of pressure right there. And if I go back into extension, I lose the pressure. The pressure goes somewhat up the hand or up that way. Or if I come up, it rolls past my hand, and now I'm stretching into the lower back. So sort of roll them around a little bit, and then you lean over them, and your force is really your sternum over into your hand, and there just happens to be your forearm and their body between your hands and your manipulating force, and it's dropping down like that. Okay? So essentially, you're trying to bunch all this person up into the apex of a little ball that's right here. And that's what you want to feel. Get as much force and pressure there before you do the manipulation. And then once you're there, when you manipulate, you're going to be really specific right across that thumb. And that'll get the stretch. Okay? Now if I wanted to just distract one facet, one side, just move my hand a little bit. Okay? So instead of being over the spinous process, I can go over the transverse process to the opposite side. So, well, toward the table side, I roll them over and I lean into them and push, and then that'll distract that right side. If I'm on their right side, I reach across to their right side. Okay, we'll practice the first one. We'll go back to the second. Okay, so let's go. This is where we start popping.
Did you get that?
On here like 7.